Sup, everyone? That. I'm doing some animation, guys. What do you think of that? Hey, it's Natalie. How are you doing? Wah, wah, wah. I'm doing alright. Uh, I still need to get my insurance renewed so I can get medication. So that will be even nicer. But, um, but no. Everything's fine. And I'm animating a little guy. That's pretty exciting. Well, I'm glad you did. Well, come to think of it, that I playing a song from Moana in my ears. All right, so let's see how this thing looks so far. Let me to slide that over there. Now let's take a look at it. Beep, beep. Why is it? Oh, this why is this last frame? What the what's with all? What's going on with these frames? I drew stuff in them. Why can't I see them? I don't understand why I can't see this. Because I know they're there. Is it just because that's not there? Is that gonna... I understand. Why did it disappear? Why are you disappearing, frames? This will be the animation for when we have new followers, by the way. This will show up in the little corner of the screen. I mean, I'm just laying out the movement currently, but I'd be super stoked if I understood why. Oh, it's because of the camera. That'll fix it. Yep, there we go. I'm not really taking advantage of the camera, but I can tween around the camera, and I wish that... I mean, it's asking a lot, but it would be cool if this camera could move around in 3 dimensions. I would certainly like to play around with that, but yeah, that's I understand. I mean, Clip Studio is already offering a fuck of a lot for one program. So yeah, come in, get stamped, fall, you know. So what do you think of that? I'm not quite sure about like whether it's worth it to redo this stumbling. Like, I like the beginning of it, like whoop, but whoa, spinning around, steps down, crouches, comes back up. Getting bearings, and then zoom. What? Goes down there. Although this trapdoor should be moving up in a tween. So let's take a look at how that one. Whoop, 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 whoop. You know, I'm gonna do something crazy. I'm gonna move that little tween start earlier. See how that looks. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah. I like how it looks. So I need to turn tweening on for that. That'll help. Why isn't he? Why isn't it tweening up like it's supposed to? Come on, thing. This like I can do the stuff here and where you're just like charting it, but it's really not how I think. I mean, it's not how anyone thinks. So it's a little odd. Um, I'm wondering whether there's a like it's certainly nice to be able to access that, but I need to look up specifically how to do tweening in Clip Studio Paint. Alright, let's see how that looks. I don't know, what do you think? Do you think I should just start in on the fleshing out? So I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do that, but let's see. Let's see. I guess because I don't. Yeah, I want it like a little more fleshed out, no pun intended, than a stick figure. But I'm not like. Should he have fingers? Should like because too much detail is going to make something such a small animation just feel cluttered, and you're not going to be able to keep track of anything, even like on a subconscious level. If there's too much detail, it hurts the movement. But like that doesn't mean like yeah, so should he be wearing clothes? Should he be wearing clothes? Should I have like pants? Should I have like some sort of like I don't know. I don't know. to figure out this blur. Should I do it like this? Maybe. Probably in order just to figure it out, I'm gonna have to do a couple passes just to like see what looks good. Because at the same time, I'm trying to like develop some stylistic stuff that is particularly congruent with animation. Because, as I said before, too much detail. Not that my work is like super detailed anyway, but too much detail definitely hurts animation. Should he have different kind of eyes? Should I could give him? What's been going on with you, Natalie? Have you been working hard with all your thingies? Any good hit up any cute boys on Tinders? Yeah, like so should I put like clothes like that? Or should those be the clothes? I don't know what to do. We should have a long sleeve shirt. We should be wearing a tie. Should he have hair? I don't know. Difference there. Ah. Cigarette's a little strong for my taste. Certainly a lot of stuff to keep track of. Yeah, oh fuck. I wish I could set a thing for the onion skinning where it would only onion skin like whatever current layer you're working in and the corresponding layers in surrounding cells. But that only occurs to me just because Clip Studio Paint has set up really high expectations. I'm not being paid by Clip Studio Paint, by the way. Even though I'm sucking their dick all the time. Let's see. Yeah, one of the things about animation that's like very stressful but also very exciting is just that like I have a vague idea of whether this will work or not, and my instincts prove me right more than I would expect. I do not know how, like, even though I'm looking at the piece, I still have almost no idea as to whether this is gonna work or not. It's really strange. Like, I mean, I'll have more of an idea as I have more frames, but uh, like, first couple frames, you have no fucking clue whether you're wasting your time. You're like, I hope, I think, and usually it does work, but I don't know. Like, I have nothing to prove it. I can't look at it and be like, yeah, no, definitely. I can see as a drawing that it's acceptable or unacceptable, but not as animation. Because let me tell you, it is definitely possible to have animation made up of very pretty drawings that's bad animation. Oh, yes. Ladies and gentlemen, it can happen. Just look at any art school animation reel. Fucking art school. I never went to art school, and I don't know. I mean, like, I know it must be useful. There must be uh like, but Jesus fucking Christ, like, so much stuff that you come out of there. It's like, yeah, I can see why within this environment everyone's gonna suck your dick about it, but like, just the height of unexceptionability. And particularly, like, if you're going for stuff like I mean, I love comics. I think it takes a lot of work to be good at comics, and there's a lot to learn. But if you get your fucking degree in sequential arts, fuck off. You know how you learn that shit? You do it. Like, you put in the time. There's nothing. Like, what the fuck is a professor gonna teach you about comics that you don't ultimately just have to learn by fucking doing it? If you're gonna go to and again, it's not that there isn't plenty to learn, but like, if you're in fucking school, learn painting, dipshit. Learn learn something that like only this environment can give you. Uh and you know what it takes to get good at comics? Willpower. That's it. That's the whole thing. You don't believe me? Look at all the sucky, successful comics out there. It's just 2 frames done in that way, but I'm gonna see if I can, is any, hold on. Let me, yeah, you know what? I mean, it's just 2 frames, but it does actually look, it doesn't, alarms don't, it feels like so much in animation, at least for me, because I was not classically trained in animation. Self-taught, motherfucker. But like, so much of it is just like looking at shit and seeing if little alarms go off in your head that make you go, ah, wrong. I guess it's just from doing animation and also spending a lot of my childhood watching animation frame by frame. And that's on VHS. So just like ruin some fucking tapes of cartoons that way. That's very important to understand it. Let's see. But yeah, that doesn't seem like like I still might do other passes that like kind of like develop some stylistic stuff for this sort of character, but like, but this certainly, I certainly don't think that that this makes a bad base to flesh out off of or to carve into, either which way. All right. All right. Let's see. Hmm. Hmm. Wait, I'm doing this wrong. I'm making some food, and I think it should be done now. Should be very exciting. But I'm in the midst of this. Yeah, I wonder, like, should I give him a neck? Are necks necessary? Will a neck help? Will it hurt? I don't know! I'm gonna give him a neck for now. See how I feel about it later. Yeah, I have no idea if this is how anyone else operates while they're animating or not. I mean, I'm definitely fucking taking a lot of liberties with proportions, but I don't really care because, like, as long as it all fits together, like, it's cartoony. Like, I think that fucking around with that shit can be good. It's like if it's still drawing, then you're like, is that wrong on purpose? But like, if it's everything's moving around, it's just like, oh, okay. So I know that you know what you're doing. That it's not. This isn't a mistake. Alright, let's just one more frame, but let's just see how it looks. Yeah, and actually, like for that like quarter of a second, that actually feels nice. It actually feels really good. Again, I'm probably gonna like figure out stuff beyond that, but like I kind of like it feels better than I kind of expected. Man, like dividing out your brain to like look at like one color at a time, but then also keeping all colors in mind as you get, because each one of these colors means something. Um, it means like the blue one is what I'm like is the sketch reference for this specific frame. The red is the previous frame. The green is the next frame, which is a sketch still because I haven't gotten to it. It'd be anyway. Let's see. Okay. Well, according to the little alert I got, William Barr has done something else. So, William, what will you do next? Alright. Let's take a look now. Well, that was pretty good. Not gonna lie. Not too bad. Well, I'm gonna eat something now, everyone. But hope you have a great old time. Hope watching me animate and figuring something out was mesmerizing. All right. Pardon. So peace out, bitches. Click.